Hey guys, it's Greg from ECM Styles, and today I'm showing you how to string a mid-high pocket in the Brian Clutch Elite. Alright guys, so now we've got the long-awaited tutorial for how to string a mid-high pocket in the Brian Clutch Elite. The Brian Clutch Elite was pretty much designed for this kind of pocket. Nate Karate uses it, and this is pretty much the type of pocket that he uses. I call this a mid-high, and this isn't a high tutorial just because this is a little bit of a higher pocket, but it's not a true really high pocket, and it does have a tendency to bag a little low. It's really a replica of my Lakota in the Brian Clutch Elite. Shifts up nicely as a pretty high pocket for when you're shooting, but it also lets you cradle horizontal a little bit as well. So I think it's a really good balance, calling it a mid-high pocket, because that pretty much is what it is, but it will perform very well. It's going to give you a lot of hold and a lot of whip and really let you shoot with a lot of power. So here's what the pocket looks like in the Brian Clutch Elite. It has a really nice channel for that mid-high pocket. I would probably use it with 1 nylon and 2 U's. You can see there the side definition that the pocket is pretty similar to my Lakota. I've got a 9-diamond triangle top stringing in it. And so now we will show you how to string the sidewall for this. Alright guys, so now I'm going to show you how to string the sidewall on the Brian Clutch Elite. For this pattern, we're mostly going to use SIs. If you don't know how to SI, you can find the tutorial on our channel here on YouTube. So here we go. I got my sidewall string, got my 9-diamond top string strung up using the second sidewall hole. So ignore the first sidewall hole, come down to the second, and go ahead and start your sidewall string in through the outside of the third. And then we're just going to go back around without going through any mesh, back through that same third sidewall hole just to make sure our knot doesn't fall through. Then we're going to SI the first 10-diamond row of mesh down to the 4th sidewall hole, which is the next one. So down through the top. So this is the SI. You can find the tutorial here on YouTube, but it's pretty simple. So we're going to SI the 4th sidewall hole and the first diamond of mesh. We're going to skip a sidewall hole, so skip the 5th, come down to the 6th, and SI that second diamond of mesh down to the 6th sidewall hole. So down to the top of the mesh, in through the outside of the sidewall, and then back up through the bottom of the mesh under the string. Pull it tightly. Now the 3rd diamond of mesh down to the 8th, so we're going to skip another sidewall hole, go down to the 8th sidewall hole and do an SI. Pull that tightly, so now we've got 3 done tightly, and we're going to do a 4th one. So SI that 4th hole of mesh down to the 10th sidewall hole, or in other words, skip another one. There we go. So now we've got the first 4 mesh holes pulled very tightly using SIs. So SI skip, SI skip, SI skip, SI. So now we're going to bunch the mesh up and create our pocket. So first we're going to do a 2. So if you need help on learning how to do a 2, you can find it on our YouTube channel. You're going to go up and under the next hole of mesh, back around and up and under a second hole of mesh. And then you can just bunch the mesh up a little bit, go in through the outside of the next sidewall hole, and then back around without going through any mesh. So that double is going to make that pocket and bunch that mesh up. Then we're going to do a 1 interlock, or 1 SI, bunch it up a little more, so up and under the next hole of mesh, and then SI, because it's a 1 SI, so down through the top of that second hole. You're going to use the SI on the next hole in the sidewall, into the outside, up through the bottom of that second hole that you did, the second mesh hole you did the SI on. So that's going to create our defined pocket. Then we're going to do another SI into the next sidewall hole. So down to the top, through the sidewall, up through the bottom. And finally a last SI, skipping 2 sidewall holes, because we don't want it to bag out too much. So skip 1, 2, into the outside, SI, then you can just go back around to the inside of the sidewall and come out to finish up the pocket. So in the end, should end up with a pretty solid mid-high pocket. Alright guys, so I hope you learned a little bit from this tutorial. Let me know if you string up your Brine Clutch Elite like this and how you like the pocket. I'd love to hear some feedback. Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more string videos and tutorials. Like this video if you liked it, and have a great day guys.